Hey guys, alright, I'm sitting here stringing a heat pocket in front of my computer, and I think to myself, hey, why not just show them what I'm doing and maybe they can learn something. So I thought I'd show you kind of what the double over knot is. At least that's what I call it. I don't know what it's really called, but it's used in the heat pocket. It's these interlocks here. As you can see, the string goes over the leather, around, and then over the leather again, and then through its loop there. And it's the same knot all the way down the sides here. The heat pocket has some twists here, so I'm going to just show you how that works. So if you're going to do a twist and you want to line up and kind of Eiffel Tower off of these and kind of peek into this, you want this to be centered between the two other knots. So I've already got that one set up. It's a double over knot. With this, sometimes you can experiment with which way looks better with the twist. Naturally, the string kind of wants to come this way, so I'm going to try that, and it looks like that's going to work out pretty good. So I'm just starting to twist there. That's a single twist, double twist, and then if you leave a little slack when you're stringing that first attachment, then when you pull it tight, it kind of centers out. So to interlock, this is what I wanted to show you. To interlock a double over, like this one here, it goes over the string and around, over and around. We're going to come under and just put it through. As you can see, it's two loops. It's 1, 2 stacked on top of each other. Come below, so do the opposite. Since these come in front, come below and through the loop like that. And interlocking is important. One of the most common mistakes I see with new stringers is they don't interlock. And then just come around, do the same sort of pattern. It's a double over. So this one's going to be a double under. We're going to come around over the string and then right back through the second loop. Let's see here. Second loop. See how that works? From behind. And then through this loop that we created here. Tighten it all up. Just like that. When you kind of pull on it, you can see how the tension is going to be. So this, when you look at this coil, you can see this string is kind of coiling around this one, the first string, so it's coiling around it. We want it to be even, so what that means when it coils around it means the first string was too tight, so it's acting kind of like a rail and the other one's wrapping around it. So what you can do for that is just feed some slack through. Just to kind of loosen it up a little bit. Feed it all the way through to the first part of the twist. So through the knot. Let's see. Feed it on through all the way, and then once it gets to that first half, pull it tight again, and now you can see they're kind of coiling around each other, and that means the tensions are even, and that's what you're looking for. And then tighten it up from this part, pull it out a little bit, pretend you got your pocket. I'm going to be probably putting it right around there, maybe right there, good mid pocket. So just holding it there, seeing where that falls. I want this leather to be a little tighter, closer to the wall. Then just continue down. That was one twist there. And then, let's see. So these, I think I'm just doing double for this side I'm doing double overs again, so I'm going to just come around. And again, I want to land right in between these two, so center it. There's one over, single over, double over. Just like that. Pull that somewhat tight. We're going to just copy the first one. I might have done this wrong. Yeah, I did. I did a double under instead of a double over, so those are the things you gotta look for. I'm gonna undo that, and it gets confusing because I'm looking at it from the back side. You're looking at it from the front side. So I'm gonna do what I did on the first one, which from your point of view would be a double under. From my point of view, it's a double over. So around once, same direction, just like that. Around twice. And these kinds of knots are really useful because they don't shift as much as like a single over. Like a pita is completely single overs. These ones you can kind of lock it in place as you're going. Just the nature of the double over just locks everything in place. So tighten that up sort of. We're going to mimic the first string. So it went over. Just look at the way it naturally wants to go. We went over, so we're going to do that again for the twist. Over once. Over twice. It's wrapping around, but when we tighten it, they wrap around each other. That means it's pretty good tension. I might tie off my leather here at the bottom so it doesn't keep slipping out. But I'm going to adjust that, make sure the tensions are correct so that it sits the length away from the other leathers that I want. So we're kind of just evening out the tensions, making that Eiffel Tower thing. I'm going to interlock it again. So from my point of view, this is a double over. From your point of view, this is a double under. You can see the direction of the string. It's coming top to bottom, behind the leather, around, and behind the leather and around. So from your point of view, I'm going to go in front of the leather. Through the loop. Around. Over itself, through that loop, second loop, same direction, around, creating this loop. It's really not complicated once you understand kind of what you're doing, just like that. So that's how it interlocks. You can see they look nice together. And just tighten it up. Look at your tensions between sides. So pulling this one is wrapping around that one. But they're kind of long, so I might just want to shorten this one up, increase the tension on the one that's wrapping around to match the tension of the one that it's wrapping around. Maybe pull it tighter, straightens things out a little bit. Do that again. Pull it. Just see how it's sitting. And that's basically it. Looks like it's still wrapping around that one. So I don't know. It's something to play with. Hopefully it makes some sense to you. Just thought I'd share it while I'm stringing this. I'll show you the head when it's all done, alright? Thanks, guys.